welcome everybody to our second attempt to do this Minecraft Let's Play. We had a lot of audio issues with the capture card that I thought I fixed, and it seemed fixed during the test recording. We went and recorded an entire episode, and it turns out that it only fixed it during the test recording, and it was broken again during the episode. We had a 4-second delay in the game audio that got increasingly worse every second, so by the 26th minute of the video, we had over 30 seconds of game audio delay. So that video was not usable. So we recreated the world, and we're gonna try again here. We know where we're going. I wrote down some coordinates of a village that I found that we're gonna go ahead and start the series around. But we're gonna go ahead and grab some resources here by this village before we head out that way. Hopefully, the audio works this time. I have the capture card muted, and I have OBS monitoring the audio, and then I'm capturing the monitored audio on my desktop, and then I have my PC volume muted on my mixer so it doesn't double over with the console audio. And hopefully that fixes it, and that makes it work, and it stays synced. The problem with that is that if I ever had friends to invite to this series or any console series, I wouldn't be able to hear Discord, or to be able to hear Discord, I would have to listen through the capture card, through the monitoring, there is a delay. It's not super bad, but it is noticeable. But lucky for us, we don't have any friends, so we don't have to worry about that right now. So hopefully this workaround works. It's not ideal, but, getting it working is the priority right now. Hopefully it stays all synced and we're all good. But enough complaining. I know I do that a lot in my Let's Plays. Unfortunately, nothing has worked right in any of my Let's Plays. But hopefully things start going better. So we're going to grab this coal, and then we are going to try to head off towards the village. And then what we're going to do with the village is we're going to build a wall around it, and we're going to kind of refurbish the village a bit. I don't know if we're going to be able to redo the houses, because they're made out of stained clay, or hardened clay, terracotta. I'm not sure what it's called in this version. But that might be hard to do if we don't find a mesa, which is my favorite biome. I think the mesa is really nice. I think it was one of the best additions to the game. What are your guys' favorite biomes? Based on, any kind of criteria. Your favorite biome to live in, your favorite biome resources, the one you think's the most beautiful. Anything like that. Leave your opinion down in the comments, and, we can talk about that. I very much like the blue flowers from the swamp. I think the swamp is also a very beautiful biome. I like the little pools of water. How, just like the swampiness of it. I think that looks really nice. Especially if you can manage to run shaders. We're playing the Bedrock version on Xbox, so no shaders for us. But on PC, shaders are great. I don't think I will ever be able to record a video with shaders on, because I only get like 40 FPS not recording, so it'll drop even farther if I did record, but they are nice. Okay, I think we've got pretty much everything we need right now to head to the village. Seem to be lagging a bit. Hopefully that fixes itself. Since the most recent update, this game has been incredibly laggy. And I don't know if anybody else has experienced that, or it's just my Xbox being terrible. Which is definitely a problem. My Xbox constantly drops frames, and my Xbox constantly drops frames, freezes, all that. It's not great. I guess that's what I get for getting, one of the day ones. I get all those issues after all the software updates it's gone through. Either way, I think to get to the village we're going to end up in, we've got to come over here to this one, and then we've got to hang a right past that temple. Something I figured out last episode is that in the Bedrock edition, all your wool has to be the same color to be able to make a bed out of it. Which I'm pretty sure that in the Java edition you can just make it out of whatever. Which is one of the things that's a lot nicer about the Java edition. I think in general the Java edition is a much better game. But there are definitely there are definitely a lot of things about the Bedrock edition that are nicer. Being able to swim in 1 block tall spaces is very nice. Like if I start swimming here and then I swim over here, I can still swim here. In the Java edition, it forces you to stand up, which is obviously much slower. So that's definitely a nice quality of life thing in the Bedrock edition. But Java's got mods going for it, which is the best thing that any game could have going for it, is mods. So that it's kind of hard to beat that. Also, being able to create your own texture packs, if you're artistically inclined, that's also something that's very nice. Now, last time, this temple had a bit of a surprise for us, which is something that I did not know could happen. But that is, last time we dug down into this temple, there were no chests here. It was completely empty. And I guess it was a bug, because they're here now. But I mean, I guess I did recreate the world. So I guess that fixed it. But yeah, the first time we came down here, there were no chests, which was really disappointing. I mean, it's one thing to come down here and have the chests be empty, but no chests at all? Never seen that before. The Bedrock edition has seen better days. Or maybe it's just my console that's seen better days. I'm not sure. Could be either. But, got some nice stuff this time. Think we can quickly make a bed this time. There we go. Last time we ended up with 2 white wool and 1 black wool, and I just had to kind of run through the night. So far, this episode going much faster. I actually, I need to check how long I've been recording. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. I keep forgetting to set a timer, because I very much need to control the length of the episodes so that they can get uploaded in a reasonable amount of time, but I continue to forget. And I believe if we go this way, the village we're looking for is back here. There it is. Didn't need the coordinates after all, I managed to remember. I am generally pretty good at remembering directions in Minecraft when I go exploring. But as you can tell by the fact that if you've watched my Diablo series, I can't manage to remember what I'm talking about half the time. I will probably get very lost while recording this series. Yeah, that'll probably be how it is. I'll talk about how, like, I don't get lost. I know where I'm going, and then in the series, I'm constantly lost and have no idea where I am, and yeah, that's how it goes, you know? Try to grab some iron if there's any down here. That's disappointing. My luck with mining is very terrible. I am just very unlucky in life in general, as you can tell by how, you know, my video uploading process has been constantly plagued by every problem it could be plagued by. I'm incredibly unlucky. And mining in Minecraft is no exception. You know, I branch mine to try to, you know, be as efficient as possible. Go down to whatever level is supposedly, you know, the most diamond rich. You know, and then I do the tunnel every 2 or 3 blocks and, you know, try to be very efficient about it. And I'll sit there for like 3-4 hours and I'll come back with like 1 diamond pickaxe. Like, that's all the diamonds I've found. You know, whereas like I'll play with people who are incredibly inefficient about it. They'll go down there with a stone pick or a wood pick because they can't be bothered to make an iron one. They'll haphazardly mine around in random directions at random depths. And in the same amount of time, they'll come back with a 1.5 stacks of diamonds. It blows my mind. It's like, how? How could you just go down there, randomly run around, being inefficient with your time, using a slower pick, and come back with 1,000,000 more diamonds than me? That's just life, man. That's how my life is. I'm very unlucky. So we'll probably not mine on camera. You will probably not see me get any of the diamonds that I ever have in the episodes because I probably won't bother recording it. It'll take too long. But we'll see. Maybe this series will give me some luck. But here we are in the village. It's a pretty big village. It spreads out in a lot of directions. And it is very odd. These farms have seen better days. We're gonna help with that. I think the first episode, maybe 2 episodes, I might speed it up. I might just record me doing it and then like fast forward it and then have like post commentary. I'm not sure yet. Or I might just kind of do a lot of stuff off camera and then, you know, record little updates here and there. I'm not sure which I want to do. But this village is weird. Like this. And yeah, it's not laid out very well. It's very odd. So we are going to take over, like the tyrant that we are. And we are going to... We're going to make their lives better whether they like it or not. We're gonna build a wall around, we're gonna defend them, then we're gonna do a lot of terraforming. Fix all these kind of issues. I want to remake the houses to make them nicer than this, but again, it's made out of terracotta, I believe it's called in Bedrock. And unless we find a mesa, that's going to be very hard to make. So, I don't know where I want my house to be in all of this, so we're just going to throw our stuff on the ground near the middle. And, oh darn, I don't know what I should do this episode, because I'm going to need a lot of cobble for the wall, so that's definitely something that I should do off camera. I guess we could explore around a little bit. I guess that's what we'll do this episode. We'll explore around the village to try to see if there's a mesa nearby. And if there is, that'll be really lucky for us. But let's pop this stuff down real quick. Because I need to make some food. Oh, whoops, I didn't need to make those chests. Forgot that I took the ones out of the temple. Blast protection, that's pretty nice. Those bones will come in handy. Fire aspect, that's also nice. Do a little mining while that's going on. Some more torches. I think that... yeah, that iron's just gonna fall if I try to get it. That's a rather large cave. I guess it's convenient. Right under the city. Be easy to mine. I find that iron's a lot easier to find if you just explore caves than as opposed to trying to branch mine for iron. But again, maybe it's just me being unlucky. We're gonna grab some coal. And the texture pack I'm using, by the way, is the CHROMA HILLS pack. You know, you can get it in the, this is Bedrock, so obviously you can get it in the marketplace. I don't know if I can link to the marketplace as part of the agreement for the texture pack. If you make videos, you have to link their website or the way to get it. I don't know if you can link the marketplace. I don't know how. I don't believe you can. So if you're playing on the Bedrock edition, just look for CHROMA HILLS in the marketplace. If you're playing on Java, the website will be linked in my description, so you can pick it up there. It's a very nice texture pack. It's a texture pack that I've been using for years before Bedrock Edition existed. All the other texture packs that I've used over the years have stopped being updated. They're all dead now. This one's still going, which is nice. It is one of the nicer ones. And it's nice and high res on here as well. I think this is the 128 by 128 version that I have running right now. Okay, there's some iron above us there. We'll have to get that when we come back. Oh, it's daytime. I don't know if we went down there through the night or if it hasn't. It's about to be night. Let's get some iron tools, some iron. armor. I almost said clothes. Yeah, some iron clothes. We'll grab that little bit of iron that we saw above us there, and then we'll head out exploring tomorrow. Yeah, like, I don't know what kind of content people really like to watch as far as Minecraft goes. I mean, I know people love to watch crazy mod pack stuff or data pack stuff. I know those are popular. That's definitely not something that I will be doing, but like as far as like Let's Plays go, I don't know. I think people mostly just watch Let's Plays because they like seeing shaders on, you know, good streaming video recording rigs. Most of the time, I think that's probably why people watch Minecraft Let's Plays, because they can't run shaders. That's not gonna happen here. I'm certainly a lot less entertaining than, you know, Achievement Hunter or anyone like that who actually has group synergy and, you know, can play together. That definitely makes content a lot easier to make if you can just play with your friends and have a good time, as opposed to being here in a room by myself, talking to a mic, and just trying to say something worth listening to. You know, no friend life. But that's okay. None of you are ever gonna see these videos anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter whether they're entertaining or not. Unfortunately. So hopefully the game audio is staying synced so far. Punch some grass to find out. Hopefully that sounded about right. Alright, let's see. I don't think we can make a full set, but we definitely need a bucket. We'll take a chest piece, and that's all of it. Oh, we need wood, because we need to make a shield. Very useful. Shield is one of the best additions from the combat update. I think it's the only part of the combat update that they used in Bedrock Edition. Because in Bedrock Edition you can still just spam and do full damage. It's another difference between Bedrock and Java, is the combat update, where you have to time your swings for more damage. You can't just spam click anymore. Which, I don't know how I feel about that. I think that might also be one of the things that I prefer about Bedrock. I get the point of why they did it, but at the same time it's also just kind of annoying. Especially when you switch to your sword from a different tool, it puts on the damage reduction. If it was just after you swung, it wouldn't be as bad, but you know, you can spam away in Bedrock, but they did add the shield, which is good. It makes skeletons pretty obsolete, which is always nice. Historically, skeletons have been, while not the scariest, I think everyone's mostly scared of creepers, which shields also completely block creepers, so you know, shields are kind of OP, to be honest, against anything other than poison, but poison's OP in its own right. As far as I know, there are no reductions for the amount of damage that poison does. Like the way that you can get blast protection or physical protection of other sorts. Okay. Oh. Alright, well, while we've got that iron cooking, we'll just set out with half armor. We ruined that farm, but it's alright. We'll fix it someday. I don't think there's going to be a mesa. I think the mesa is actually one of the more rare biomes in the game. I think there was, when it first released, it seemed like there were it was a lot more common. But these days it feels like, I don't know that I've ever naturally happened upon a mesa. I do have one of my worlds that I played with my ex that I might show off someday if anybody cares to see it. Did quite a bit of work on that one, showing off it shows off a lot of like my building style, on how I try to make my builds fit into the landscape and take advantage of it. This looks like it's going to turn into ocean, so no mesa over there. But yeah, I've got a few worlds that I've put a couple 100 hours into on Bedrock, playing with my ex, and I think they'd be worth showing off if anybody cared to see them. Could be a one-off episode doing a little tour. But I don't think this village is going to end up being all that pretty. It's very hit or miss. When I revamp villages, it either turns out better, or it I'm like, alright, well that looked better in my head. And now this is just weird. But hopefully it turns out to be a nice one, since it's the one you all will be seeing. I think the savanna is actually my least favorite biome. And it seems like this entire world is almost nothing but desert and savanna. And I like the desert. I'm glad there's a desert nearby. I tend to build with a lot of glass, and mining the riverbanks around your house is not ideal. So a desert is always nice. And green's a good color, so getting cacti is also very nice. But we might eventually do farms of every type of animal, just for the thematic of it. Even though I've never found breeding rabbits to be useful, we might do a little rabbit farm and have all our different farms up like that. I have never actually legitimately beat the game. Like, I've never killed the Ender Dragon in survival and actually beat the game. And then, so like I've actually never been to the end since the end update. So I've actually got a lot of content in the recent expansions of the game that I've never touched. I've played tens of thousands of hours because I've been playing since, I think late 2010. Like, almost as soon as it came out in beta, I've been playing Minecraft. But, recently, you put in 10,000 hours and you start to kind of get sick of it. So, the recent updates I have not done much in. And, I do have my, focused little lane, right? I do my village restorations, I build my house, I get my little farm going, and that's kind of the same thing I do every time. And I haven't really explored a lot of the new content other than, I went on a journey to get a panda and bring it back to my house, and I found some turtles and brought them back. But beyond that, there's not a lot that I've done with the new content. On Java, I did recently start a nether survival where like I'm primarily trying to survive in the nether. I have like a farm in the overworld and stuff, but I'm starting to try to check out the nether. But I've only seen like one of the pigs. And I haven't seen like one of those lava walking things, a strider, I think they are. I've never seen those yet, so there's a lot to explore in the end. There's a lot to explore in the nether. There's definitely a lot of stuff that I have yet to see, and we will experience them for the first time together, and you can see me not know anything about what I'm doing, and that's entertaining, right? Watching the idiot stumble his way through. I think that's why a lot of streamers are famous. You know, I mean, not what I want to be known for, but hey, you know, being an idiot pays the bills, then I will be dumb as hell. Like, let's be honest, you gotta bring home that bag, you know? That 0 viewer bag. You know what I'm talking about. But we have now been recording for about a half hour, so I think we're gonna go ahead and end the episode and find out that the audio is desynced again, or something. Or maybe something else will be wrong with it. I don't know. We'll find out. But we're gonna go ahead and end the episode, and then I'm gonna do a bunch of cobble mining off camera. I'm just gonna go down here and carve out a big square. And maybe grab some more iron for tools. And then we will start building the wall around this place. It'll be an oddly shaped wall because I'm not just going to do a big square around it. I don't know how I'm going to shape it, but we'll figure that out as we go. And then once we get the wall up, we'll start terraforming, which is most of how I spend my time in Minecraft, is just moving dirt from place to place. And then yeah, and then maybe we'll start redoing the houses. Well, we'll move the farms, and then maybe we'll make the houses different. Expand upon this place, make it a little nicer. And those will be the first couple episodes of this series. And then after we're done with the old homestead, then maybe we'll head into the nether and repeatedly die and have lots of fun doing that. But either way, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you, if you see this video, I hope you come back and watch the next one and see how the series progresses. Check out my Oblivion Let's Play and my voice is giving out a little bit. Check out my Oblivion Let's Play and my Diablo 2 Let's Play. I've got a bunch of episodes pre-recorded for both of those. I've got about a month's worth of episodes done for Oblivion, so if my mic doesn't sound as good in the Oblivion Let's Play as it does in this one, that's why, because I have a month's worth of episodes pre-recorded because I wanted to keep playing. And I've since, you know, fixed more and more issues with the mic as it pops up, so hopefully it sounds a little better now than it did then. Hopefully it wasn't too bad then. Did my best. Anyway, this whole video has just been me rambling because I don't know how to do commentary about what I'm actually doing other than I am now punching grass. I am collecting dirt. You know, I don't know. I don't know if me randomly rambling makes it better or worse, but here we are. You know what to expect of me, all my videos are like that. Either way, we gotta end this one, so I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.